Hi, and welcome to episode number 8 of the Gentle Business Revolution podcast, the show where we talk about marketing your business by disrupting the current marketing paradigm. I'm Sarah Santacroce. I'm the host on this show, and you know that you're in the right place if you are a heart-centered entrepreneur who is looking for a better way to market your business. Or you are an entrepreneur who is just simply tired and fed up with the traditional marketing model, the hype marketing, and you are ready for a paradigm shift. So real quick before I begin, while you listen to this episode, I'd love for you to go over to thegentlebusinessrevolution.com and download the Gentle Business Manifesto so you can read it later. There's no opt-in, don't want your email, or at least not at this point. I really want to just invite you to join the Gentle Revolution and read this manifesto, and hopefully it will resonate with you. So this week, I'm covering the last P of the Mandala for conscious marketing. This P stands for partnership. And when I hosted the first beta round of the Gentle Marketing Revolution program in January 2019, the last P actually stood for process, just like in the traditional model of the 7 Ps of marketing. But by going through the 7 Ps, the group noticed that one thing that's different today is this idea of collaboration with others. So we looked for a word that started with P, and that's why the 7th P of the Mandala for Conscious Marketing now stands for partnership. It's true, when I think of my own journey, if I could start over, I would invest in partnerships from the very beginning. Instead, it feels like I wasted many years pushing through on my own, getting more and more isolated, and therefore I feel like I missed out on this beautiful collaboration with others. Luckily, I realized my mistake about 5 years ago, and that's really when my business started taking off. Now, just to define this word of partnership, I'm not talking about necessarily bringing on a business partner. While this might have its advantages, it also comes with inconveniences. And for entrepreneurs, most of the stories I heard were about inconveniences. And truth be told, I had my fair share of invitations for adding on a business partner or becoming a business partner in someone else's business. And I say now, luckily, I stayed on my own track and I never got into those partnerships, because I've seen, like I said, others going down that road, and I don't know, it's complicated. So I'm glad that I'm in business on my own. But that doesn't mean that we cannot collaborate with other partners, external partners, with people who have their own businesses, right? So essentially, the way I define partnerships can be distinguished into 5 different types of partners. We're talking about peers. We're talking about partners, which some people also call joint venture partners. We're talking about mentors and coaches, so in the same group, community, and team members. So these are the 5 different types of partners or partnerships. And in this episode, I'd like to share about the power of masterminds. For me, masterminds kind of fit into the peer section because it's a group of like-minded individuals who are in a similar situation or at a similar stage in business and hopefully also share similar values. Masterminds can be free or they can be paid. Like some of them you pay for because someone organizes them. And often they are actually also follow-ups of a paid program. So an opportunity to implement what you've learned and grow together with like-minded peers. That's what I'm doing with the Gentle Business Alliance, which is a follow-up for the Gentle Marketing Revolution program. I've had really good and not so good experiences with masterminds. Most of them actually started out good. For example, I was part of a free mastermind that 3 entrepreneurs, we organized it ourselves and then met on a weekly basis. Back then, I think it was Skype. Zoom wasn't so much around. And I think it really was helpful for about 6 months. But then one of the members was kind of always procrastinating, and it felt like me and the other guy always had to coach this third person. And so after a while, it just kind of got dissolved after, about 6 months or so. So that's actually not so unusual. You sometimes outgrow a mastermind. When you feel like you're giving more than you're getting out of it, then you know it's time to move on. Right now, I'm in a paid mastermind, so someone organizes it, and I pay a monthly fee. And while I absolutely love the people in it, the same thing is starting to happen now about 10 months in. So I feel like I'm kind of outgrowing the mastermind, but that's the role of a mastermind as well. They help you grow, and they'll help you as long as you grow at the same speed as everyone else. And sometimes that can go on for months and months and years, but sometimes it feels like you're outgrowing it, and then you know it's time to change. So any big name you can think of, any big business owner, I guarantee you that they are part of a mastermind, because it helps you grow and it helps you think outside of the box. You see what other people are doing. You're really collaborating, and it helps you get feedback from someone who's not in your business. That's why most people also work with coaches, because they give you this external view. Oftentimes you don't see, what's going on in your business. You don't see the limitations, where someone else can help you see that. But a mastermind is not just about the doing and the business growth. It's really also about the being and the personal growth and the moral support, at least if it's a good mastermind. I would never join a mastermind anymore if there's no space for vulnerability and some of the personal stuff and the mindset stuff. That's such a huge part of being an entrepreneur, as we know. Oh, and I would really also choose very wisely when it comes to the leader of the mastermind and how they lead it. So that is really important, because if they lead it as the guru and the person who has it all figured out, then it's probably not the mastermind I would want to join. I really want this to be a community where we as the participants also have something to contribute. So how do you find the mastermind? Again, you could start your own, just like I did, with a few peers, and start meeting on a weekly basis. You would have to find people who are in a similar business or are in a similar stage of business, and that's completely free, right? It's everybody puts in their time, and there's no cost to it. Or you could look into existing ones from people you follow. Sometimes they sell it as a mastermind, so it actually gets featured on their website as a mastermind, but often it's the follow-up of a program. So that's what I'm about to launch. I call it the Gentle Business Alliance, as a follow-up for the Gentle Marketing Revolution program. So people who went through the program told me that they would like a way to stay part of the community, and that they need continued accountability and support. And so that's where I saw the need for a mastermind to get these people to stay in touch. And I will host 2 Zoom calls per month on marketing topics, business growth, but also personal growth topics. And there's a Facebook group where people can interact in between the calls. So maybe that gives you also an idea on how to create your own mastermind as a follow-up of a program, or not. It can also just be a standalone mastermind. So I'm hoping that this rambling about masterminds resonates with you, because I really think that this collaboration, this P for partnership, is an essential part in today's world of business and marketing. How does it relate to marketing? Well, by getting to know all these different people in the mastermind, they will also help you spread the word about the latest program that you're promoting, or first give you feedback and inputs and all of that. So all this helps with your marketing as well. So I hope this resonates, and if it does, I think you'll also appreciate my one-page marketing plan if you don't have it already. It comes with 6 daily emails that go out after, and it will help you plan your marketing activities according to the 7 P's of the Mandala for Conscious Marketing that we cover on this podcast. So today we covered the 7th P, which stands for partnerships. You can get your copy of the one-page marketing plan at sarahsantacroce.com/one-page. Again, the links are in the show notes, sarahsantacroce.com/GBR8. And also in the description if you're listening to this episode on your favorite podcasting app. So that's it for this episode of the Gentle Business Revolution. Again, the show notes are at sarahsantacroce.com/GBR8. And this is actually also the end of season 1 of the Gentle Business Revolution podcast. I'll take a 2-week break, and then I'll be back with season 2 on November 1st with a whole bunch of new episodes, new conversations, always around this idea of disrupting and questioning the current marketing paradigm. I hope you'll join me on this journey to a kinder marketing paradigm, and please invite your friends to join us by sharing this podcast or the Gentle Business Manifesto with them. Both can be found at thegentlebusinessrevolution.com. Let's be the change we want to see in the world. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Take care.